Man, what's happening, YouTube? What's happening, boxing? I just got done watching Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz. I gotta tell y'all, sport of boxing really got some issues, man. This was a really shitty fight. First of all, it was not a good fight, especially for Teo. He looked horrible. This is a two-time lineal champion that don't know how to cut a ring off. Are you fucking kidding me? I had Jermaine Ortiz winning all but 4 rounds. I gave Teo 2, and there were 2 swing rounds. What the man? What was this judge watching that had 117 to 111? What fight was he watching? This is what I'm talking about, man. I'm disgusted with the outcome of this fight. Jermaine Ortiz outboxed Teo, boxed the shit out of him. He came in a southpaw stance the entire fight, and he basically outboxed him. A little bit like Shakur's performance, but not as bad as Shakur's last performance. It was a little better than Shakur because he did go in and do some, put some work in. And Teo gave away a couple rounds trying to shoo him in, tell him to come to me. And then when he went in there, he started, banging on Teo. So those things just made him look better, even though he didn't even really hit all those punches. It just made him look more like the aggressor at that point. Teo couldn't figure him out at all. Teo always have a problem with real boxers. That's why he's never going to fight anybody that's a real boxer again. He's not looking for that. He thought Jermaine Ortiz was going to go in there and play his game and slugfest with him, and Jermaine Ortiz know he doesn't have the same power as Teo. So he did the smart thing. He boxed him. And he got punished for it. I'm just telling y'all, man. This performance, Teo better really check himself. He better keep Terrence Crawford's name out of his effing mouth, bro. I'm still in fight mode, so I'm trying not to be too vulgar on here, but I'm pissed. I think Jermaine, the technician Ortiz, should be the champion right now. Or they should have called that shit a draw. Worst case scenario, they should have called it a draw, but Teo did not win that fight. That was a horrible performance. This exposes Teo so much. I'm so done with Top Rank right now. I'm telling you, oh my God, I got a fucking headache from this shit, B. I got a headache from it. And all of the sportscasters there, Timothy Bradley included, Timothy Bradley was upset. He expressed how upset he was about it too. He felt like Ortiz fought the perfect fight, even though it might not have been what the crowd wanted. There was very little punches thrown per round, but Ortiz was outscoring him. So now the scorecards don't matter anymore when it comes to points. It's just who we want to give the fight to. That's what it looked like to me. Like, we just gonna give the fight to Teo because, he already has the belts. We spent all this money calling him the showman to come back, and the show was shit. The show was shit. Y'all can watch the fight. I'm sure it'll be online sometime today, man. Y'all can watch the fight. I'm telling y'all, man. Teo lost that fight. I don't know what these judges were scoring on. Now, I know Ortiz, he was moving around, and he started moving around a little bit too much. As far as, it was starting to look like he wasn't engaging. But then he would, turn that shit around and actually started engaging a lot more. They had an accidental headbutt, but it was kept under control. Ortiz had an awesome cut, man. He did his thing. Got Jermaine back in there. I just think Jermaine did a good job. And the last round was the only round where they actually both started, actually making contact. And they both started hitting each other a little bit because Ortiz, he still looked pretty good on his feet, but I just think he won the fight, man. I think he won that fight. Anyway, y'all, man, I'm down right now, man. I'll do a better video on this when I wake up, man. I'm just disappointed. I got to go to sleep with a bad taste in my mouth now. uh, because Teofimo Lopez was basically gifted to keep his belts. That's what that was. They gifted him to keep his belts. He was crying and everything because that fool knew he wasn't supposed to win that fight. He knew he wasn't supposed to win that fight. Anyway, man, that's all I got, man. I'm out, man. And about that boxing, man, I'll holler at y'all later on or something. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications.